Put your hands together and form a circle round the sun. Hold on tight forever until our work is done. Now the time is drawing near and we're so far apart. Hard to see the light of day when there's so much dark. Gray clouds are moving in rapidly across the burning sea. But if we ride the storm together, it might not be so hard. So put your hands together and form a circle around the sun. Hold on tight forever until our work is done. Yesterday I looked around and I went to humankind. You were giving up your smile and giving up your life. Oh, you're safe within the shelter of the mask you memorized. But look at what it's costing you just to stay alive. So put your hands together and form a circle around the sun. Hold on tight forever until our work is done. We can give each other the loving that we need, and we can live together, and we can live in peace. I'll sit quickly down before the frost. We must plant the seed to make this planet whole again before it starts to bleed.
Sailing on song, holding the harmony too close and strong. I'm still hearing some feedback, and some ringing. Some ringing? Thanks. For those of you who are way in the back, I suppose there's a lot of lap room up here. Okay, I just try and help people make friends. We'd like to take you on a trip back memory lane. Bad memory lane, actually. For most of us, at least. It's a song about high school gym class. We like to think of this as our anti-sports song.
The birds are singing me a tune. I'm hanging on till the month of June. And all of the flowers are in bloom in the outfield. They split us up into teams. No one wanted to get stuck with me. So I'm as far as I can be. I'm in the outfield.
2, 3, 4.
Try as I might, it's an uphill fight, and I never can catch that ball. Each time we arrive at shoes and upsides, I'm left standing against the wall.
Basketball's another sport. It's not much fun when you're so short. I try to dribble, but I just rule. And I heard that doesn't look too cool.
And then Barry trying to throw a ball.
Oh, shut up.
God, you throw like a girl.
Do not.
Sissy.
Stop. I don't like soccer and football's obscene. And what do all those numbers mean? I can't bother to get the rules down, so I just run in circles making animal sound.
36. Peanuts, popcorn, candy apples, peanuts, popcorn. Well, sometimes I'm hoping that my bones will get broken, just so I can be excused from all the harassment that I get from my classmates, who always blame me when they lose. I'm up to bat, but it won't be long. Till I'm back where I can't do no wrong. All alone, to sing my song here in the outfield.
In the outfield.
In the outfield.
In the outfield.
In the outfield. In the outfield. Well, sometimes I'm hoping that my bones will get broken, just so I can be excused from all the harassment that I get from my classmates, who always blame me when they lose. What can I do? Okay, let's try that. Well, this is kind of another song about being in the outfield of life.
Need a little help on this one. At first you have to imagine that there are 3 of me. I like that part. Background singers, all of us. And then we also need to have a little help on the finger snaps, because I'm sorry, I never learned how to snap my fingers. Dances I did. Thanks, Stephen. Don't rush it. Audiences always have a tendency to rush. Prove me wrong, please.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. Guess that I was destined to be the kind of guy who never really fits in. And never keeps in time, so now I thought you'd asking the question on my mind: what kind of self-respecting faggot am I? I moved to San Francisco. It seemed the place to be, but I'm not into disco, and bars intimidate me. My only can of Crisco is where it's supposed to be. What kind of self-respecting faggot am I? Get it?
I think they like this.
Don't own a single record.
I'm one
My Barbara Bette or Judy heard of Betty Davis, but I never saw her movies. Guess I'm irresponsible.
He's quite a nerd.
It seems I've shirked my duty. What kind of self-respecting faggot am I? I don't read magazines like GQ. My hair's too long, my clothes are out of style. And when the conversation turns to Broadway shows, all I can do is sit and smile. I don't brunch on Sundays, don't own a set of weights. I wouldn't dream of fucking till after several days. I know it's quite pathetic, I might as well be straight. What kind of self-respecting faggot am I? I don't use amyl when I make love, and leather makes me break out in a rash. And if you try to put a ring around my penis, I'd probably lose my passion. It's hard to be a homo. It's hard to play the game when you don't own a poster of Marilyn. What's her name? I know it's hard to fathom. It's really quite a shame. What kind of self-respecting faggot am I? What kind of self-respecting faggot am I? Thank you.
It's not fair.
Well, you had a chance to make up your own set list.
Well, now you know what's going on, and I have no idea, but then that's nothing unusual. I tend to be that way anyway. Please.
This next song is kind of controversial. May shock some of you. May excite others. Others may fall asleep. It raises the seldom asked but often pondered question: can bisexuals be monogamous? Working in a suit and tie on the 22nd floor, a wife who cooks and stays at home, and children to support. And they provided some comfort from your worries and your cares, but you get your kicks in tea rooms from 10-minute love affairs. And that's just fine, you won't find a lecture here, but you get more unhappy with each passing year. At the office Christmas party, your wife is by your side, but with all those pretty women, it's the men who catch your eye. The old ones are distinguished and the young ones are so sweet, and You would like to dance with them, but you have to be discreet. Holding on to ideals that you don't understand, sacrificing all the love you'd like to give to a man. Martinis on a Friday, business lunch at noon.
Business lunch at noon.
The secretary's curious why you left your desk so soon. Rushing out to meet someone you never thought would call, 'cause you were slightly older and he was dark and tall. Now he's there beside you, but there's no place to go, 'cause he has got a roommate and you've got a family at home. Tragic. Closet case.
I'm not going to make some dumb joke about it. I'd like to play a little trombone for you right now, okay? That's what I'm going to do. This next song is sort of telling you a little bit more about me, more than I would like you to know, but Ron wrote the song and he told me I had to sing it, so okay, so I'm also adjusting this right now. What I like at the end of this song, it's a difficult song for me to sing. Not technically so much as emotionally. And I need a lot of support on this song, so if you would, when I'm through singing, all of those who can relate to the feelings that I'll express in this song, I'd appreciate it if you'd all stand. Thanks.
I think that's asking a lot, Paul.
Paul. Okay.
Ready?
Playing house was all the rage, and I always played a mommy, and they all thought it was just a stage. But as I grew older, still I wished to be a lady. Not so I could have a man, but so I could have a baby. Ooh, and me, I know it's kind of strange. Ooh, and me, but please let me explain. Woman B, I know it's kind of crazy. I got woman B, I wanna have a baby. Now I like my equipment, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I might trade it for 9 months if I could only be a girl. Now I don't wanna wear a dress or be somebody's wife. I just wanna have a chance to feel the miracle of life. Ooh, and me, I know it's kind of strange. Ooh, and me, but please let me explain. Ooh, and me, I know it's kind of crazy. I got woman B, I wanna have a baby. I do it naturally, no playtest formulas for me. Study Lamont, and I'd read Dr. Spock. If I could just be blessed with pregnancy. Well, maybe someday science will make it a reality. It's been done in test tubes, then why not inside of me?
Why not in me?
I'm every bit as loving and gentle as can be. Oh Lord, give me a chance to prove my maternity.
Take it. Woman B.
baby. I wanna have a baby. Liars.
I see some women standing up in the back. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Well, as you can tell, a lot of our songs are about working out all of our neurotic problems. This is kind of another one of those. We participated last week in the Upper Midwest Men's Conference, which was a really great gathering of a lot of different men. Louder! Okay, I'll work on it. I have this tendency to just speak softly because I'm a soft-spoken kind of guy. And they were there doing workshops and seminars and all kinds of important men's issues, which was really wonderful. But there was this one kind of issue that I thought was kind of not covered. An important thing I think a lot of men go through, at least I do. I hope I'm not alone in this. And I have kind of a song about it. And I really need your support on this, so there's kind of a hum-along part that I'd like you to participate in.
I realize we're up here, we sound like we're totally in need of support, like what the fuck are we doing up there, right? That's just kind of part of the act, you know?
Well, I don't know. Anyway.
This is the part where you get to participate. Don't you love those parts?
It goes like this. Can you do that? No, wait, this is never gonna work. It's like this. Let's hear it. What do you think?
A little weak, but I hope they'll catch on.
Okay. This song is called Pea Shy. The class is really dragging. This teacher is a joke. Why did I have to go and drink that 12-ounce can of Coke? So I run down to the bathroom, feeling like I may explode. But there's someone else beside me and I just can't seem to go.
The caviar was excellent, the hors d'oeuvres were divine, the conversation fabulous, and yes, so was the wine. But now I've got to tinkle, though I only had a sip. But there's someone else beside me, and I hardly even drip.
Oh, the first act was quite moving, made the audience respond. But the second will be agony if I don't get to the John. Now I'm sure that I can do it, cause I get there and I'm all alone. But then someone stands next to me and I'm drier than a bone. Come on, I really need your support. When you hear my little story, please don't think that I am strange. It's hard to be so casual when you feel like you're on stage. And it's really not a tragedy to be shy and sensitive. I hope someday I'll let it out, but for now I'll hold it in. This is your last chance.
We're gonna take a break so we can go change our clothes. We have the Mary Tyler Moore syndrome.
Actually, he's got the Mary Tyler Moore syndrome. I have the Cher syndrome.
Oh yes. Blind them with glitter and they won't notice whether or not you're talented. Is that what it is?
A teenage girl makes headlines in the Seattle News
For questioning religion in 1932.
Frances Farmer was her name. She had ideas in her head. They tried to stop her crazy dreams, but she never heard a word they said. They told her paint by numbers, color in the lines, march in rhythm, never out of time. Paint by numbers, walk in single file, learn the system, conform to the style. To Hollywood she traveled to be an actress there.
Everyone was dazzled by her beauty and her flair.
But Frances wasn't satisfied with all the money and the fame. They tried to teach her all the rules, but she refused to play the game. I didn't want to paint by numbers, color in the lines, march in rhythm, never out of time. Paint by numbers, walk in single file, learn the system, conform to the style. That's not how Picasso painted, that's not how Beethoven played. They rearranged tradition and history was made. No, that's not how Picasso painted, that's not how Beethoven played. They dared to be different and did it their own way, their own way.
Locked away for Frances, told her she was insane, and shocked her with the treatments that soon destroyed her brain.
But her spirit lives with me, and that is why I sing this song. 'Cause when a brilliant mind is put away, my senses tell me something's wrong. When they tell you to paint by numbers, color in the lines, march in rhythm, never out of time. Paint by numbers, walk in single file, learn the system, conform to the style. But that's not how Picasso painted, that's not how Beethoven played. They rearranged tradition and history was made. Well, that's not how Picasso painted, that's not how Beethoven played. They dared to be different and did it their own way, their own way. Paint by numbers, color in the lines, march in rhythm, never out of time. Paint by numbers, walk in single file, learn the system, conform to the style. Paint by numbers, color in the lines, march in rhythm, never out of time. Paint by numbers, walk in single file, learn the system, conform to the style. That's not how Picasso painted.
Let's hear it for Romanovsky and Phillips.
We're still here.
Which is Romanovsky.
What?
He's Romanovsky. I'm Phillips.
What day is it?
Boring, huh?
This is kind of a song that came out of the human growth potential movement. Or was it the human potential growth movement? Or was it even a movement? Was there any growth? I don't know. Well, you know, there's a lot of people walking around out there trying to tell you and me what it is that we're supposed to be. A lot of the times we believe them. A lot of the times we get sucked in. A lot of the times we find ourselves stuck. I mean, what happens when you're supposed to be something and you're not? Sometimes the only logical conclusion that many of us can reach is that somehow we're not actual people. I had a friend who was facing this particular problem. Some of you may have faced it in the past. I know I certainly have. So I just sat him down and laid out the truth to him as I saw it. I told him he didn't exist. I mean, sometimes that truth is hard to bear, but I think we have to face it, don't you? You're unreal. You're unreal. How does it feel to be unreal? You're unreal, you're unreal. It's a fun deal, I know, but you're unreal. Well, 85% of your personality is made of dreams and childhood fantasies so far removed from dismal reality. You flung human actuality away, you're fraught without normality or drowning in some normal banality. There'll always be some technicality to fear that you in your totality are unreal. You're unreal. You're unreal. How does it feel to be unreal? You're unreal, you imbecile. You've no appeal, cause you're unreal. If you should be less, you should be more. You should be better than you've been before. And if you don't toe the line, one thing's for sure, you're unreal. We've got to find ourselves an authority to justify superiority. Cause if we're caught without some priority, heck, we're all unreal. We're all unreal. We're all unreal. How does it feel to be unreal? We're all unreal. We're all unreal. It's a fun deal, I know, but we're all unreal, and we're all in it together.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it. Thanks.
The song was written by a Wisconsin resident, a transplanted Californian.
And he just happens to be in this room.
But we're not going to point him out and embarrass him, are we? Are we, Keith?
a witch. But I let them know I'd been around.
I've been around.
And so have I.
I can be aloof, I can be rude, I can have attitude.
Last night I met somebody, a very pretty man. He wanted to seduce me, but I said I had other plans. 'Cause I can be aloof, I can be rude, I can have attitude. Last night I took a taxi to a very posh mingled with the well-to-do, wondering what I was doing there. What am I doing here?
But I can be aloof, I can be rude, I can have attitude. I can be aloof, I can be rude, I can have attitude. I can be aloof, I can be rude. Another sensitive and moving piece. Get away with that. I was 16, going on 21. I called it a relationship, you called it having fun. We were best friends, doing things kids do. And no matter what you'd like to think, we were lovers too. Boys will be boys if they are left to their own devices. Boys will be boys, but often they make sacrifices. Men will be men, will be men, will be men, afraid of being boys.
We shared all our secrets round an open fire, and wrestled with each other as we wrestled with desire. We walked along together till you ran off in fright. And me, I took a left, and you took a right.
Boys will be boys if they are left to their own devices. Boys will be boys, but often they make sacrifices. Men will be men, will be men, will be men, afraid of being boys. Sometimes you're too young to know. Some things you just outgrow. But I know what I felt for you. And it must have scared the hell out of you. Now we are two grown men, two very different lives. I'm happy with my lover, you seem happy with your wife. We are two grown men trying to pretend that nothing ever happened, that we were only friends. Boys will be boys if they are left to their own devices. Boys will be boys, but often they make sacrifices. Men will be men, will be men, will be men, afraid of being boys. Boys will be boys, will be boys, if they are left to their own devices. Boys will be boys, will be boys, but often they make sacrifices. Men will be men, will be men, will be men, afraid of being boys. Men will be men, will be men, will be men, will be men.
This next song we've only ever done with piano, but since they're so cheap here, oh, I'm sorry, I really do want to come back. I didn't mean it. Okay.
So you have to kind of imagine Paul at the piano and me kind of vamping up on top of the piano. I know that's hard to imagine, but
That's hard for me to imagine. I've been there.
I mean, never mind. This is about something you probably never experienced in Wisconsin, so you won't be able to relate to this at all.
I know a man who took a stand to try to shed some light. He said that sexual preference is a basic human right. The school board laid him off and said the budget was too tight. Sounds suspiciously like homophobia to me.
A woman with a child of 6 could find no place to live. And finally her lover said, "Why don't you just move in?" The landlord made excuses and raised the rent again. Sounds suspiciously like homophobia to me. Oh,
Happens every day. No matter what they say, it's just because your game.
Homophobia.
Homophobia. Happens everywhere, you know it's out of fear. It's just because you're queer. Homophobia. Some little say that it's okay for people to be queer, as long as they don't flaunt it. But it seems to me, my dears, that we've seen straight folks flaunt their sexuality for years and years and years. Sounds suspiciously like homophobia to me.
Gay men and women athletes came from all across the land to participate in something that took years and years to plan. Then a week before the games, the word Olympic was banned. Sounds suspiciously like homophobia to moi.
Happens all the time.
Homophobia.
It's just another sign of people's fucked up minds. Homophobia. Happens to the dykes and the faggots on their bikes, the young and old alike. Homophobia. I know two lovers liberated openly gay men. Their relationship appears to be the kind that'll never end.
But when introducing family, they say that they're just friends. Sounds suspiciously like homophobia to me. Ho.
It's really quite a shame,
Homophobia.
but we know who's to blame. At least partly, because we've all played that game. Homophobia.
Sing it with us. Ho,
Ho, ho, ho, homophobia. Ho, 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 homophobia. Ho, 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 homophobia. Homophobia. Ho, 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 homophobia. Ho, 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 homophobia. Ho, 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 homophobia.
One more time around. Ho,
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 ho, ho,
homophobia. Ho,
ho, ho,
homophobia. Ho,
ho, ho, ho, homophobia. Hi, we're back. It's important that we leave occasionally like that. I said it's important that we leave occasionally like that so that we may confer. Got it? Good.
Finish that walkie-talkie. On a journey, striking out alone. My friend has come to see me off, and now it's time to go. I want to hold him in my arms, tuck my head and cry. But with people all around, we simply say goodbye.
I'm sitting with my brother in a restaurant. I'm rediscovering a long-lost friend, listening to him talk, and knowing that he understands and sees into my soul. I want to reach out for his hand, but that would break the rule.
I am walking with my lover, the night is cool and clear, and everything he says to me is what I want to hear. Waiting for the light to change, we both want to embrace. But silently, we both agree that this is not the place. This is where the violin solo comes in. And cry, but with people all around, we simply say goodbye. We simply said goodbye. Thank you.
Or put away those razor blades.
This isn't a Janician concert. I can say that I have all their albums.
It might not be noticeable, actually, it probably isn't noticeable, but we are, for the most part, on-again, off-again lovers. Depends on who you're asking and which month.
And how good-looking the men are in whatever town we're in. We haven't decided about Madison yet.
World.
Of course, and she would know.
And she's had everyone know.
I think you better excuse yourself.
Sorry. Got carried away. So anyway, I'm suffering for this cold, you see. So anyway, this is a song that we wrote together real early on in our performing career as well as our relationship. And we wrote this song a long time ago, bitch. Got it?
That's all the flashcards.
I can't see you out there, so I'm not really that concerned for my safety because I know it would take you too long to get up here anyway. Excuse me.
So embarrassed.
What would you have done with it? Come on. I'm up here, no pockets, you know. Hold it for the... Okay. Anyway. Oh, Taste is my name.
That is your first name.
No, anyway, where are we? Here.
Seriously, folks.
This concert. Okay. No, we have been lovers. Oh, I said that. We wrote this song earlier. We said that. And you said that, as a matter of fact. We don't have to recap the whole thing. Okay. Anyway. Where was I? You keep distracting me back there. Come up here. I want to see your face. No, I don't. Really. I can tell just from your voice that you are really attractive. Whoever it is that's back there, if you would like to come up to me after the concert, I will issue a formal apology for all the abuse I've given you. But not here and not now.
Do you mind if I go back and write a song?
Sure, that's okay.
Maybe a novel?
Push it, come on. Anyway, this song is a very tender and moving love song that we co-wrote together. Usually when you co-write things, you do it together, I suppose. So, I don't know. It'd be interesting to try co-writing a part. I don't know. Do you mind my rambling here? Why are you looking at me then?
Better be good after this build-up, that's all I'm thinking.
Oh, do I have the wrong song? Okay.
I don't know, we had the same concert?
So anyway, here it is.
Lovely. Just lovely.
Thank you.
The This is a mushy love song, okay?
I said
To
that.
put it succinctly. It's called the Prince Charming Tango. I met you on a rainy day, but the sun's been up since. And I knew from that moment that you were my prince.
Funny how life is always a big surprise. I thought the man of my dreams would have blue eyes, and I thought you'd be taller. I thought you'd be rich. I didn't think you'd be moody. And at times, such a bitch.
I thought you'd be brilliant, a real Einstein, but you'd rather watch TV than challenge my mind. I thought you'd be happy and never complain, but honey, you're so neurotic, you make me feel sane. I dreamt about you, did you dream about me? You wore shining armor and you rescued me. Funny how dreams are not always as they seem. My handsome prince turned out to be more of a queen, and that is romantic, as I hope you'd be. As I hope you'd be. You never buy flowers, at least not for me. We never go strolling or watch the sunset. We haven't made love outdoors since the night that we met. I thought you'd be athletic with muscles for days, but I guess it don't matter, 'cause I love you the same. Do 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 do. Nya 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 nya. But don't fear, my darling, 'cause you know it's you I adore. And I know you can't be blamed if at times you're a bore. Olay. Which we are tonight.
We have an open relationship. We have ever since it began.
Hear that? Open relationship?
And it's worked very well. Until last week, he tried to do something with somebody else.
Well,
Just ruined the whole open relationship, I'll tell you.
It's a nice concept, though.
It's very nice. You know, but this whole thing about, well, since we're in a gay relationship, there aren't really a whole lot of role models, you know, Gertrude Stein and Alice Toklas, I guess, but
it's kind of limiting, you know.
Not a whole lot of pictures of them either these days, you know. I don't know. And I have to have visuals when I do role modeling. Where am I? Yes. So we've been trying this new thing, and I want to share this with you because I think there's potential in here somewhere. Like last week, I played Lucy to his Ricky, and this week he's playing Fred to my Ethel. And next week we're thinking of doing Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift, although I don't know if that's going to work or not. Where is he going, you might ask? I wonder too. But then we ended up with this song that we wrote that is kind of a love offering to those of you who are in relationships. You might want to take some of this advice and
Those of you who are dealing with the question of monogamy.
If you haven't, you will. I promise.
Fair warning.
Shit, it's hard to be dainty. Okay, let's do it.
We're real people, what can we say? Ménage à trois. Ménage à trois. Two's company, three's a crowd, so crowd me, crowd me. Two's company, three's a crowd, so crowd me, crowd me. Ménage à trois. Ménage à trois. My boyfriend says he's happy, but he's feeling kinda bored. He says he really loves me, but he wants to love some more. I know that I can't stop him from what he wants to do, so I tell him go ahead, but can I come along too? Ménage à trois. Ménage à trois. My boyfriend says we got to avoid monotony. He says he's feeling chained by our monogamy. He says it's just old-fashioned to believe in all that crap, but me, I'm kinda nervous, I don't wanna give a clap. Ménage à trois. Ménage à trois. I can be compromising. I can bend just a little. I can be so understanding, but I can't play second fiddle. So if you must have an affair, just invite me in the middle. Enjoy it, just like my boyfriend said. We've even gone so far as to buy a bigger bed. He says he's quite contented with our relationshsich, but yesterday he told me that he wants to buy a whip. Ménage à trois. Ménage à trois. Ménage à trois. Two's company, three's a crowd, so crowd me, crowd me. Two's company, three's a crowd, so crowd me, crowd me. Surround me, astound me, unbound me, don't drown me. Ménage à trois.
We will be taking applications after the concert.
Oh dear. Well, thank you all for coming out on kind of a crummy Wisconsin night.
I don't think this is crummy to them, I think this is good to them.
Oh dear, I don't want to move here. And supporting the United. Really?
And all the people who helped out.
Gosh, we forgot that.
Real good at this, aren't we? Yeah, real pros. Okay, what is your name? Oh, wait. T-O-K-A. T-E-K-L-A. Tekla? Tekla. I'm sorry, but Tekla, she's done a great job on the sound, and it's been a hell of a sound system to work on. And of course, our two poles for the lights. Okay, so that wasn't funny, but I and thank you, Madison, for having us here.
Thanks for coming.
One thing I forgot, we have a tape that is on sale, will be on sale after the concert. It's only $5. Please.
Oh, and we should mention that the cover photography on the cassette was taken by a Stevens Point, Wisconsin native. So not only will we be supporting our music, but you'll also be supporting local lesbian art, and I think that's important.
Even though we didn't pay her 1 cent. We will when we're rich. Okay.
I looked for a reason, I looked for the light, I looked for some hope, but there was none in sight. Death and destruction in the minds of men, at the push of a button, it could be the end. My brain's getting cloudy, I'm feeling some rage, and it's all part of living in the nuclear age.
I looked for religion, I tried to have faith, but humanity's insanity is a hard truth to face. Missiles and madness taking over the land, isolation and sadness getting way out of hand.
My head's feeling helpless, like I'm caught in a cage, and it's just a reaction to the nuclear age. It's a sign of indifference, it's a sign of the times. It's somebody's death wish, but it sure isn't mine. Poets and painters, minstrels and friends, come out of the woodwork, be merry again. Lift up your glasses, a joyful heart bring. Come along dancing, join with us and sing. With a spirit of kinship and a will to be free, we shall go forth creatively. Poets and painters, minstrels and friends, come out of the woodwork, be merry again. Lift up your glasses, a joyful heart bring. Come along dancing, join with us and sing. With a spirit of kinship and a will to be free, we shall go forth creatively. Poets and painters, minstrels and friends, come out of the woodwork, be merry again. Lift up your glasses, a joyful heart bring. Come along dancing, join with us and sing. With a spirit of kinship and will to be free, we shall go forth creatively. With fire in our hearts, we shall set the stage and call for an end to the nuclear age. Thank you.
Thank you very much.